guys, welcome to another video. I'm Lori. So you can see today I actually am in a different setting. I normally am just doing the cooking videos, but I started something amazing yesterday and I had to share it with you guys. So I started a 3-day juice fast. First time ever. I've never even considered it, never thought about it. I've heard of it, but I was like, well, that's way too extreme. And then here we are. So what inspired me to do this is I started looking at raw foods. So I started being curious about the raw vegan lifestyle. And I don't think I would actually go fully raw, but I was trying to incorporate more raw meals into my diet. Like I was trying to do 2 meals a day, and if not, maybe 1 meal. So I would start off with a smoothie in the morning, a salad for lunch, or like the sushi veggie rolls or anything like that. And then I would have a cooked meal for dinner because we are living in Canada. You could probably see snow behind me. I am in Canada and it's winter, so it's not the easiest time to eat raw, uncooked food. But I do see the nutritional benefits of it, of not cooking foods. It does take away some of the enzymes and some of the nutritional value. But I feel like, you know what, you do what you can and what you're interested in. So I was trying to just incorporate more raw foods. So anyways, I came across juicing and I got these cute little jars here. This was, I started this yesterday morning and it was kind of on a whim. I decided the day before, and then I frantically ran around yesterday trying to find organic produce because I didn't want to have pesticide juice drinking, right? Like it's preferred to have organic juice or organic fruit if you can, and veggies. And the other thing is I just got this juicer last week. I ordered this 2 weeks ago, got it last week. It's the Nama and it's the Vitality 7800, and it's the one that Fully Raw Christina promotes on her video, so she has a discount code if you're interested. So anyways, yeah, I had a juicer years ago and I did use it, but I found I wasn't using it that much, so then I decided to sell it on a whim, and as soon as I sold it, I instantly regretted it. So it was kind of like it was this or a dehydrated would be my next purchase, so then I chose the juicer. So I have used it a couple times, love it, totally love it. So I just want to show you the juices that I made. I'm not going to make any right now because I do have footage that I'm going to insert into this video to show you what I made. So yesterday I made about 10 juices. So some of these are all from today. And then this one is from yesterday that I still have to drink because I made a little bit too much. So it kind of carried over. So I have to drink that one next. So it's definitely a smaller jar than what they recommend. They recommend a 32 ounce and this is, I think, 16 ounce. So this is all the mason jars I have, or I had. Yeah, so it's kind of fun. So I have these little cute little jars with, so the overflow, right? So it's kind of like almost the same. But the reason I wanted to do it is just to get like tons of green juice in it. That's why there's 2 of the green juices in here. Yeah, you can see the 2 different colors of greens, right? So actually it looks about the same. But anyways, it's a great way to pack in tons of greens. And you know, it's not, they recommend not to drink the whole thing of fruit juice because, you know, fruit is awesome for you, but it's like I'm not trying to get a sugar high, and I'm really trying to get a lot of greens in because there's only so much spinach you can have in your salad or your smoothie, right? Like you're not going to have 3 containers of spinach a day. So, but by making these green juices, you can actually pack in quite a lot. So one of these would have like a whole package of spinach, or like a whole package of any kind of greens I had, right? One of them is a field greens, a mixed spring greens that I had, which kind of turned out dirty. I think it's this one because there is a little bit of red leaves in it, so that's why it's not like vibrant green, whereas these ones are, I think, carrot, and I had grapefruit, and I had lemon. What else did I have? Yeah, and obviously this one was beets, and then I had purple carrots. I got those, and I can't remember, but anyways, I'm going to put it up on the screen if you're interested. But honestly, there's like any combination you want, right? You don't have to follow anyone's recipe, just throw in whatever stuff you want. But I just wanted to kind of give an update. Well, first of all, I want to show you my juicer, which I'll set it up in a second. But I also want to tell you, so it's been like 24 hours now I've been doing it. So I started yesterday. So I had about 4 or 5 of these juices because I kind of had, they didn't fill up a full container. So I kind of drank as I was making them for the day. I'd have like a little bit, whatever the leftover was. So yesterday was honestly like a breeze, like no issues. Like I was surprised, and it was a weekend. It was actually Valentine's Day when I started it. So much for the chocolate on Valentine's. But I really felt like I did not feel hungry. It was the weekend, so I wasn't working or anything. I felt actually pretty good. And it's weird because we even went for a walk during the day. Felt fine. And one of the things they said is like, you know, drink as much as you want. So this whole 3-day juice cleanse is not meant to starve you. You know, you're not supposed to be starving. It's not like back in the day where they had the the cabbage diets or whatever when I was a kid, you know, all these weird different diets that you can have a small portion and then you're expecting to be hungry. So no, you're not supposed to be hungry. So yeah, yesterday I wasn't hungry at all. And even when I woke up, I was like, oh my God. And guess what? I lost 3 pounds. What? So I lost 3 pounds in one day, which I know I was telling my friend, I'm like, I don't want to get too excited because they, you know, obviously losing weight fast is not the ideal thing, right? Because usually people gain it back and then some. So I already know this. I mean, I do want to lose weight, but that's not why I wanted to do it. I wanted just to try because I have the juicer, and also I wanted to kind of pack in. I kind of wanted to reset everything. Like, I'm kind of thinking it like it's kind of like the potato diet where people say it kind of resets your taste buds. You lose your sugar cravings. You lose like your cravings for the junk food or the fried food or whatever by kind of resetting your taste buds and kind of getting back to basics and having whole foods, raw foods, the highest nutritional content, and just really nutritionally packed foods, right? So we're going to see if that's going to happen. But I did want to give an update. So that was yesterday. I told you I woke up and it's like it's noon right now. So it's like I woke up, I had one juice already. I had, which one did I have? Actually, I had a red one. Actually, it was Beet. So, oh no, actually it was a green one. Yeah, that's right. I woke up, I had a green juice already. So I instantly was feeling like thirsty afterwards. So I'm thinking like once I haven't had my lunch yet, so I get to choose from this buffet of what I'm gonna have for lunch. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Like I'm really trying to do it. I didn't think I could. I'm still not sure. I was kind of keeping the expectation open of saying I'd like to do 3 days, but if I only do 1 day or 2 days, that's better than nothing, right? So you do whatever you can if you want to do it, right? But I think I could do my 3 days. I'm really determined, especially, you know, linking you guys in, or I put it on my Instagram yesterday. Once you kind of put it out there, you're kind of, you know, putting it in writing and you're kind of being held accountable. So it's a good and bad thing. So I'm really hoping I'm going to do this. And if I don't, I might not even post the video, so you won't even know. Okay, so what else did I want to say? So yeah, I still have, like, I'm going to do it till tomorrow. The only thing is I do live in a small town. I just moved to the country. You could probably see country type home. Just moved to the country in a small town in Canada. So finding organic produce is a tad hard in winter. You know, I don't really want to be running around to 4 or 5 different stores. We have like a kind of a big city. It's like 40 minutes away. So I might go there on the weekend if I wanted to stock up. I don't know when I'm going to do this again though, so that's the thing. So I'm probably this is going to last me probably for today and maybe tomorrow morning. I might have to go tonight again and get some more produce just to be able to juice some more for tomorrow to finish it. So anyways, let me just show you my juicer. So yeah, this is a really great juicer so far. I mean, this is only the second one I had. This is actually considered a slow juicer, which is basically there's 2 kinds. There's like the fast, kind of cheaper one that kind of really fast gets your juice. But then you don't get as much juice, and that's the one I had before, and it was like, you know, it definitely was a lot cheaper than this. It was like about half price or even less than what I paid for this one. So this one is definitely a higher quality one, and it's a slow masticating juicer, is what they call it. And basically you get a lot more juice and you get less pulp, which is good. So there we go. So yeah, I'm just going to show you how to do it. Just put everything in. It's pretty easy. And then this is the, so the nice thing about the Nama, so I know I've seen a couple of reviews online, they say like the entrance, the hole to be able to put your fruits and vegetables is kind of small. And agree, it is. However, you also have this tray that you can slide. Let's say you want to put grapes, or let's say even my spinach yesterday when I was juicing it, instead of trying to squish spinach in here, you could just put a bunch in here and then push it in, like, so it's a little bit easier, right? Okay, so you just click it in like that. It's pretty easy. So here's the chute, and then here's where you put the all the pulp. And actually the thing is it's very dry, so that's what one thing I keep seeing online is like if the pulp is very dry, then you know you have a good juicer. That means it's squeezed out every little bit of juice for you. And I have to say this one is definitely amazing, and I'll show you the footage like I said. So yeah, the juice comes just out here. You just put it in here. It's pretty easy. And then if you need to push it down, they give you this, just push it down, and then they give you a big toothbrush to be able to clean all the products after. So it is a little bit of a pain to clean, but that's like any juicer. That has nothing to do with this particular juicer. They're all annoying to clean. But one thing I guess has helped me is like I basically juiced, yesterday morning I juiced a whole bunch for the day, and then last night I juiced again for everything at night. But I mean, if I had more of these jars, or if I had more room in my fridge, I could probably just juice everything for like a day or two. You know, they say you should be drinking it within 24 hours. So maybe it is a good thing that I'm juicing it like, you know, every night for the next morning. That way it's kind of fresh. To buy this like at a store, a juice place, is seriously like probably $15. So it's definitely worth it to be able to make your own. And they're actually not bad. I have to say, I didn't really follow any recipe for any of my juicing. I just kind of know that you're supposed to kind of do about 80% veggies and about 20% fruit if you can. I know some people are into the mono meals where they would do like the whole thing is like papaya and the whole thing is carrot juice or whatever. But I was like, I don't really know if I want to do that. So I just kind of tried to do a little bit of veggies for each one. And I had cucumber, celery. I even put zucchini in here. I even did a sweet potato. What? Who knew you can juice a sweet potato? Actually, the sweet potato is in one of these because I did this last night for tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to pick my lunch from the buffet of food that I have here. And I will keep you guys, I'll probably do another update tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night when I'm finished the third day, just to see how I feel. Or maybe I'll do an update the following day just to see how much weight I lost, and then hopefully I don't gain it all back. So they did say when you break your fast, and by the way, I've never done a fast before. Forget about juice fasting, any kind of fasting of any kind, never. So it's really new to me, but I do like the concept of it. But yeah, they did say once you break your fast, you should start with like really juicy vegetable or juicy fruit. So I have cantaloupe waiting for me that I'm not juicing. I'm specifically keeping for that. So yeah, and I guess just keep it like light, and hopefully I can keep it raw for the day. It is hard at nighttime, like I said, but even if I eat my 2 meals raw, and then I'm going to try to eat cooked food at night. And then as we get closer to the summer, maybe I can incorporate more raw foods, raw meals, I should say, throughout the day. So I don't know. I do feel great though. I don't really feel lighter. I mean, three pounds is nothing, but I don't know, I think I'm just pumped up on the excitement of it, right? Like when I did all these yesterday, I was like, oh my God, they're so pretty and they're delicious. Like they're all different. Like I said, I didn't mark down, I didn't look at any recipe, I just winged it. They're all freaking delicious. Even the one I put garlic. So I put garlic in one. Someone had said, I think it was Fully Raw Christina. She said raw garlic is good, so put it in, but I can't remember what combination she said to put it in. So yesterday when I was doing the juicing, I'm like, I have one garlic and it's going to be a crapshoot. I'm just going to throw it in one of them. So I threw it in one of the juices. Couldn't remember which one I did it. The very first one I grabbed, like I guess at lunchtime, because I kind of been drinking the little bits all morning. And then lunchtime I grabbed one and it had the garlic. But surprisingly, it was actually not bad. So anyways, some of these have ginger. Actually, almost all of them have ginger. Turmeric, I didn't have any turmeric, like root turmeric around, so I didn't do that. So anyways, yeah, so I'll insert the clips, but I will check back with you guys tomorrow. Bye.
You're gone now, will you call me back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation.
Okay guys, so I figured I'll pop in here. So this is the second day evening. So my plan today after work, I was gonna pop over to the grocery store, get some more organic produce to be able to juice for tomorrow because I didn't have enough for tomorrow. And it's family day here in Canada. So even though I didn't have the day off, I had to work, a lot of people did. And so all the grocery stores were closed. So I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I'll just do 2 days, right? And honestly, it was a little bit hard because I was getting hungry. And the juice, I was watching videos and I was like, we were putting our pantry stuff away and oh my God, we were just like fixing the pantry. So I had to put all the stuff away and I'm like, oh, I would love this. I would love to eat this. I would love to. So anyways, I was getting a little bit like cranky, not wanting to do it. So then I watched some inspirational videos of other people doing it, and I'm like, you know what? I said I was going to do 3 days. I have to do 3 days. So let me see what I can conjure up for tomorrow. So it's not going to be like the 80-20 rule. So I'm like, you know what if I have one full thing of fruit or one full thing of vegetables? It's actually vegetables I don't have enough of. So I was like, okay, let me just see what I can do. So that's what I'm doing. So I figured I'll make, so I already made one, which was the melon and the cucumber and ginger. So I'm like, okay, perfect. So I'm going to try to do one veggie in each one, but it's not like a lot, but I'm using with what I have. And also they're not all organic. So I figured I'll peel the peels if it's not organic. That way it's like, you know, you work with what you got, right? Like that's all I have. So this one I'm making, I already forget now, but it was like a little bit of carrots. I put sweet potato and ginger. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I have enough. I think I'll have enough for tomorrow, and then I will have food the next day. Yay! Like eat real food. Okay, I'll give you guys an update tomorrow. What's up, guys? All right, so my juice fast is done, and I'm doing my update now. So the first 2 days actually were good. So then the next day, still working day, still fine actually all day. It was minus 23. Yes, minus 23 Celsius. I live in Canada. This is winter, middle of February. Probably not the easiest, best time to start a juice fast as a first time juice faster, I guess, in Canada. But honestly, you know, when you get an idea, I don't know about other people, when you get an idea, you just want to do it, right? I was just inspired to do it. I got my juicer just in the mail, like I think last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm like, I have to do it. So I didn't really plan it. I didn't want to wait till summer. I'm like, you know what? Let me just do it. I'm sure I could do it. But okay, so this day, it was freezing. Even though we have heat in the house, it's just still a cold day outside, right? And we did actually go out in the evening after work because I do try to get out every day. So, and it was fine when you're dressed up warm, you know, whatever. But then when I came home, it's just like you're cold to the bone. Like, so I was doing, in the whole 3 days actually, I was doing hot tub every night. I was taking a bath just to warm up, like every night for sure. So I'd have hot tub like earlier and then bath later on. And then I was drinking like hot water and just to hold it, and then it would like cool off, and then I would go microwave it again. I wouldn't really drink it as much, but just holding it really did help. So anyways, it was just like you're cold to the bone, you know, and I just wanted soup. That was the thing I was craving the night before. It's just a big bowl of soup. And I'm like, oh, I can't have that. I need something hot. You know, I don't know if I could do this in the wintertime. But like I said, day 3, it was fine. I was like almost in the home stretch. You know, I had made more juices, and I had enough for the day. But then I caved when I came back from, we were out like the 3rd night, went out again. This is minus 23. With the wind chill, it felt like minus 30 Celsius. That is insane. That's probably the coldest that we'll get this winter, hopefully, knock on wood. So anyways, I did cave, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, one more meal left. I did the breakfast and I did the lunch with the juices on the 3rd day. So I only had 1 day left. I had a couple juices because I don't fill up the full size. I don't have those glasses, so they're like a whole bunch of little ones. So I had some left for dinner, but I'm like, no, I need my soup. And I was just craving a bowl of noodle, like Asian ramen soup, right? So I made that, and oh my God, let me tell you, it was so good. It was so warm. It's like, you don't realize how much you want something until you can't have it, right? So when I first was, you know, I was eating meat my whole life, cheese, dairy. I ate whatever I wanted, like no care in the world, right? Then when I went vegan, it was like, oh my God, I can't have this, I can't have that. What am I gonna have? You know, it's like the panic, right? But then over time, you know, you realize, oh, there's actually thousands of things I can have. It's really not that big of a deal. Then I went gluten-free last year, and I was like, oh my God, like everything, there's gluten in everything, there's gluten in soy sauce. Like, what am I gonna do? You know, loving my ramen noodles and my sushi, right? But then I found like there's other ways around that, and like there's tamari, which is gluten-free. But then this was like, you know, even going raw vegan, because I told you I was doing a couple of raw meals a day, and that really wasn't that bad. It was like, oh, you know, what can I have? It's like, oh, I can have a smoothie every morning, I can have salad at lunch, I can have the rice roll things. I don't know if that's considered raw actually, because the rice paper rolls, but you can do like sushi, just not with, I made cauliflower rice one day just to make sushi to make raw. So it's like, there really is, you know, you can easily do that too. And then when you do a fast and you can only have a juice, you're like, oh my God, I'm like starving, which you're not. But anyways, long story short, I didn't quite make it till the full 3 days, but I was 1 meal short. But I have no regrets. Honestly, it was such a good thing, and I'm actually kind of sort of doing it again, but not fully. I'm not invested. So what happened is I had my bowl of noodles, which was amazing. And then the next morning I still had the juices left over for my dinner, which was, yesterday, I guess. So I had the drinks for breakfast, or it was like 1.5, whatever. So I had that. Lunchtime, I can't remember if I ate something for lunch. Yeah, I think I did. I kind of grazed on like a little bit of stuff. I had some veggies in here and whatever. I didn't have a big heavy lunch because they say when you're finishing the fast to kind of ease into it, you don't want to go for something crazy, like a bowl of noodles, which I know I probably broke the first rule. You're supposed to have like fruit and kind of ease your way into it and maybe eat raw. And I'm like, no, this winter Canadian girl needs a big bowl of hot noodles. So anyways, it was packed with veggies. It was great. But yeah, so I had that yesterday, and then again yesterday, once again, I went out after work and freezing, so I had another bowl of soup. Not as good as the first time because I think I was like anticipating it. It was so good. So anyways, but now I made more juice last night because I'm like, you know what, I think I want to have a green juice every morning because it's like packed with stuff. You know, I put ginger, lime, which is really good for you, just to have lime or lemon every day. And then I also had a whole thing of greens, which is like, I think it was a mixed spring greens. And I put some grapes just for a little bit of sweetness, and celery. And yeah, that's it. Or cucumber too. Yeah, so it was like a green juice. So I had that today. I'll probably end up swapping out each breakfast for a juice because, you know, it's a little bit too cold for smoothies. You know, when I have my smoothie, it's more like a smoothie bowl because I have frozen fruit. So I'll get back into that probably when it just warms up a tad. So right now I'm going to use the juice, but I feel great. Like honestly, like this was really good thing. You know, on day 2, I was thinking like, you know, what's the real big deal? Like, oh, I did lose 3 pounds on the first day. I think I did say that in my mid video checkpoint. But then in total, I lost 6 pounds. So that's pretty good for like cheating on like the last meal. I know most people say they lose 10 pounds, but like I'm telling you, I had a big bowl of noodles. Like it was like big. It was so good. And there was probably a lot of salt in it too, right? Because I did have like the veggie bouillon cubes or whatever. So I know it is very salty. But honestly, I'm happy. I didn't want to lose, like, I want to lose weight, but I didn't know if that would be a healthy way. You don't want to drop it quickly because then you don't want to gain it back, right? I know that the slow and steady way to go is the way to go. However, I do think that sometimes you just need that kickstart, that little boost, that little, the confidence, you know, you see the scale go down, you're like, oh my God. So then it motivates you to keep going, right? And so that's kind of, I think what it did for me is like, you know, it wasn't just like a burst of weight loss and then I'm back to eating like crap. Like, no, I'm really trying to like change maybe 1 meal a day, do my green juice in the morning, do some more juices. And also try eating more raw foods. You know, I'm going to try to see if I can somehow make a bowl of soup raw. I'm not sure if that's even possible. So if anyone's watching and you have tips, I haven't Googled it, but yeah, I'm really hoping, but I want it like hot, you know, like I can't just do like warm, like blender style warm soup. I need it like hot because this is Canada here. I'm cold and I have a thyroid problem. So thyroid problem, you kind of feel the cold a little bit more. But anyways, who knows? Maybe the thyroid problem will be fixed with a raw lifestyle. I don't know. Been on thyroid pills for 18 years now, so it'd be really nice to kick the pills and ditch them. So anyways, yeah, so that's my update. I think it was definitely a good thing. I would definitely do this again. I think I'm going to do it again in the summer, and I'll be a little bit more prepared. So I would say I'm like, you know, 80% or 90% completed it. Better than nothing. I didn't think I could do it really. But I do think 100% next time, you know, if a tip for you, if you're going to attempt this, plan ahead. You really need to know how much food you have. You don't realize how much, you know, obviously a big thing of spinach, you know, you get like this much juice, right? Like it's just crazy. So you do need quite a bit of produce, preferably organic, right? Yeah, that's it. So you just need to think about how much you're going to go through in a day. And then times up by however many days you want to juice, or as long as you have access to the stores. So you just kind of do what you can, but I do plan to have a garden again this year, so I plan to have tons more greens now. I just gotta figure out how to do that. Maybe make some raised garden beds and stuff so I can always have like a huge supply of it. Then I know it's fresh, it's not in plastic, and yeah, it's hopefully healthier. So anyways, let me know in the comments below if you have tried a juice fast or if you have any tips for me, you know, being a Canadian. Actually, let me know if you are in Canada or in a cold climate too, because, you know, I don't know how many Canadians in my area, because, you know, don't forget, Canada is massive. There are parts of Canada that are very warm, like BC, right? So there's Vancouver, Victoria, anywhere in BC, there's some pockets that are quite warm. So it must be easier for them, but like, no, it's like pretty cold out here. We have tons of snow, way more snow. Not now that I moved up into the country, so there's a lot more snow up here. But yeah, let me know if you have any tips for me to attempt this raw vegan diet. I feel like I'm very interested in it. I'm just not sure if I could do it fully, so I'm kind of leaning towards the raw till 4, trying to keep my first 2 meals kind of raw, and then the nighttime is like, if I am cold, which is usually what happens, I can actually have something, or have something with the family, right? Because I live with a non-vegan family, so not only they're not raw, they're not gluten-free, they're not even vegan. So it's a little challenging for me, so this way at least I can eat a meal with them. I just don't want to wreck everything that I've worked towards throughout the day. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to have like 2 raw meals and then the dinner I'm having like gluten-free pasta with loads of cheese and like just loads of oil or anything like that. So I just I have to figure out a balance. So anyways, it's a work in progress, right? You kind of get excited and you learn more. So let me know if you have any tips for me, and don't forget to like this video. It does help my channel, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, live your life with kindness for all living beings. Take care. Bye.
You're inside the noise. I can feel you.